Hello everyone, it's Darkseeker here again. Welcome to another video, and this time we are looking at Tempo Mage on the standard ladder. Now, this deck is created by a player called Senfglas. I think I pronounced that correctly. And on the surface, it looks like your usual Tempo Mage. You know, you've got Mana Worm, you've got the Flame Waker, various spells that will combo with those cards, double Kabbalist Tome, okay, to draw some more spells. So, you know, it looks like a reasonably solid Tempo Mage with some good early game and some good mid-game with those spells. Plenty of card draw with Arcane Intellect. In fact, you could argue that this deck is quite greedy, given that it runs double Intellect and double Kabbalist Tome. But there is something else about this deck. It runs Yogg-Saron, which I guess is quite a common thing now with Tempo Mage. But there's something else. We're not done there, no. This deck runs Archmage Antonidas and Rhonin. Now, I love both of these cards, and I've asked a couple of pro players, and they've said, no, there's no room for Archmage, there's no room for Rhonin. Sure, they're good against control decks, because they let you last further into the game, and they give you, with the case of Antonidas, fireballs, which can keep you going. But against mid-range, or certainly against aggressive decks, there's no room for them. That's the message I'm getting. However, Senfglas has put this deck together, and I wanted to give it a try, because Antonidas and Rhonin are just two of my favourite cards. Rhonin for his brilliant entrance effect, and Antonidas, well, for the utterly insane fireball value. I just love playing both of them, so I had to give this a whirl, and see, well, does it fare well on the ladder? So let's have a look at a couple of games, and let's see how well this deck actually does.
You asked for it.
Okay, so this is a warrior. We're at rank 6. Okay, I guess that's okay. Double apprentice. We've got something we can play early. The test, of course, is whether they have Fiery War Axe, aka Fiery Wind Axe. So we're testing for it here. Does he have it? They always have it, right? They always have it. Oh, it's Dragon Warrior. And he trades. Okay. That's a wise choice, I think. And we're playing the mirror image there. To guard our 3-2 against an Axe or another charging Alexstrasza's champion. Interesting. He plays the Ghoul on curve there. It doesn't kill anything. So I'm just going to draw cards here. The fact that the Sorcerer's Apprentice is still alive could win me this game. Because look at what I did on that last turn. For 3 mana, I cast Arcane Intellect and I was able to cast a Frostbolt. That's insane value. Next turn, or on this upcoming turn, I can cast, if I really wanted to, Double Torch, which is insane. Or alternatively, there is the Fireball, but Torch here, a single Torch is good. We finish off the Monkey with the Hero Power. That Sorcerer's Apprentice is still alive, which means we can combo the Torch with the Flame Waker. Oh, it's dead now. Okay. Goodbye, Sorcerer's Apprentice. And there's Rhonin, far too early to the party. Fireball here is fine. Now, Rhonin, this is the problem. You get him early, and you can't play him. With Tempo Mage, you want to maintain tempo, so quite often that involves playing each card as it comes into your hand in the mid-game. Because you empty your hand with these spells quite quickly. But Rhonin is just going to be a dead card for a couple more turns. But he should make a difference against this warrior. We'll see how this plays out. This is Dragon Warrior, a mid-range deck, looking to control the board and then get quite aggressive by going face. And there's Tony, or Antonidas. I mean, Fireball here on the Frothing seems like the right play. We'll see where the juggles go. Of course they both go face. I mean, why would I be shocked there? But we kill the Fairy Dragon in the end, but we had to invest an additional spell. But it's fine, because look at the curve coming up. Turn 8, we can play Rhonin. And when Rhonin dies, well, by turn 10, Antonidas can come down and we can cast Arcane Missiles 3 times and get 3 fireballs. This is really good. It's worked out quite well. And he won't be expecting this now.
The might of Dalaran has arrived.
The might of Dalaran has arrived. Well, how does he deal with a 7/7? And this is a 7/7 you don't want to kill because of the Death Rattle. Add 3 copies of Arcane Missiles to your hand is the Death Rattle. So anyway, he's charging away there, but Rhonin is still around. Okay. Pondering Antonidas here, but no, it'd be a waste. He'd probably execute it. I want to get decent value on Antonidas, so we just play the Tome here, and we see what we get. Okay.
Behold!
Yeah. These were not the best spells to get. I was hoping for better. You know, Frostball, Fireball, Polymorph for that. Here comes Ragnaros. Okay, go face. Oh dear. So Rhonin meets his end. Poor Rhonin. Is it time for Tony? I mean, casting Arcane Missiles, we get 3 fireballs. So I think it's time. Antonidas says, aha. That's another reason why I really like Antonidas. Absolutely hilarious. Absolutely hilarious. And the missiles... well, okay. At least they did some face damage. Not that I was expecting Rag to die there. I mean, that was 9 damage from the missiles. Rag, with his health total, no. I guess it was fair to expect Ragnaros to survive. But we get the 3 fireballs, and he's at 14. Slam execute. No? You have nothing? Oh. And it kills... oh, and it kills Tony. So Rhonin and Antonidas, both slain by Ragnaros. We must avenge them. We must kill Ragnaros. But actually now I'm pondering the fact that there are 3 fireballs in hand. We just go face, right? You see, I could have played the Cult Sorcerer there for an extra 2 damage, but instead, I'm going to play the Frostbolt instead. We can play Cult Sorcerer with the Fireball next turn if he somehow armors up in some ridiculous quantity. We can do 8 damage, including the Hero Power with Cult Sorcerer and Fireball. But okay, there we go. That was a nice win. We got to play my 2 favourite cards. Wonderful. Okay. Going up against a mage. So we beat a warrior. Going up against a mage here. Now, there's a very good chance that this is Tempo Mage. So we need a way to maintain our presence on the board. Arcane Missiles will help. The spell power, the increase in spell power damage from the Cult Sorcerer will also help. But we have a Flame Waker. Now this is interesting. There is an argument to say that we just save the spells for that turn with the Flame Waker. I could have even saved the coin, but I value getting something on the board here.
I hope you like
Oh, it's
my
Freeze
invention.
Mage. Oh, how interesting. How interesting indeed. Well then, I think here you just ping, right? Playing another Cult Sorcerer and a trade, it feels like a bit of a waste, because he'll just ping on his turn and kill the Cult Sorcerer. So you just ping and you go face, I guess.
What to do? What to do?
It's interesting looking further ahead. We've got the Apprentice and the Flame Waker. If we can play both of them at the same time, or have both down on the board together, your spells get discounted. I mean, Arcane Missiles cost 0. That's insane value. Incredible value. You get 3 damage from the missiles, plus 2 from the Flame Waker. That's like 5 damage for 0 cost with the discount from the Apprentice.
Speak to me.
Okay, classic Freeze Mage doing Freeze Mage things, playing an Acolyte. Shh. Okay, we're just going to get rid of that. Okay. So, we have to burst the Freeze Mage down before the Freeze Mage gathers all of the spells required to kill us. There's a Doomsayer. Now, I've got to think carefully here. Do we fireball that? Is it worth it? Just so we can do 3 to the face. Because if we don't... well, we could do 3 to the face and have it survive. Sorry, that's what I was meant to say. 3 to the face and the Cult Sorcerer survives. Chino, doing 7 to the face was a better plan. There was no need to kill the Doomsayer there. That was a free 7 damage to the face, plus the 3 from the board from the Cult Sorcerer. We're racing him now. It's a race. And his way of racing me is to ping his Acolyte of Pain.
Just like you.
We're getting rid of it. We don't want him to get 3 draws from that. And I'm pondering the missiles here, but maybe we just save it. Because we've got the Cult Sorcerer in hand, we can get the spell damage increase. And so the Mage gathers all of the parts and all of the spells he needs.
Let's make magic.
But it's too late. 0 cost Arcane Missiles. So doing 7 damage to his face, well, that was pretty good on that earlier turn. We ignored the Doomsayer, and that set us up very nicely for just bursting him down and sending us into rank 5 with this Antonidas Rhonin Tempo Mage. Okay, having a look now at one final game. Going up against a mage again. Question is this going to be a Freeze Mage or a Tempo Mage? We've already faced a Freeze Mage. At this rank, I presume Freeze Mage is more popular, where you've got these, you know, very good players playing Freeze Mage. It's a hard deck to play or to master. A lot of decision making that's required at various points. I like his name, Willy Wonk. That's a cool name. Cooler than my name. Anywho, Antonidas is in hand. That's not what you want to see.
Let's make
Oh, it's Tempo Mage. Okay, sure. Well, this is going to be interesting. So, I guess we Arcane Blast it. The question is, do I want to play the Cult Sorcerer and coin that out, or maybe we just Frostbolt it then? I think that's better. The reason we're Frostbolting there is because Arcane Blast with Cult Sorcerer, we get the spell damage bonus. So Arcane Blast does more damage, it does 4. So I think that's better. And we're saving the coin as well in case we get a Flame Waker. So yeah, that was better play. Sometimes with Hearthstone it's just worth re-evaluating your plays. Like, you know, in that previous game I was pondering fireballing that Doomsayer, but in the end I just, at the last minute, before targeting the Doomsayer, I thought, no, let's fireball face. You know, so just taking the time to think is so important. Snap playing can cause problems and consequences. So, in this game, on that earlier turn, I was going to Arcane Blast. And then I thought, no, let's save the Arcane Blast, just in case we get the synergy with the Cult Sorcerer. Now here, we didn't get the synergy, because I valued playing the Mana Worm here, just to get the buff on the Mana Worm, and we used the Arcane Blast, still to good effect, so it's fine. Oh, and there's Thalnos. Okay, 4 damage. Where does it go? No, it all went face. Well, most of it went face. That's brilliant. Very unlucky for the mage. Oh, and hello. There's our friend.
Let's make magic.
But it's okay. We're just going to develop a minion. Kill off a taunt. We're saving that Flame Waker. We're expecting a big turn with the Flame Waker. And in a game like this, Antonidas may not even see play. Rhonin may not even see play, and that's one of the disadvantages running those cards. They sometimes don't see any play at all and just end up being dead cards in your hand, particularly in aggro and mid-range games. In control games though, well, they can make all the difference in the world. It's just a question of, what's the meta like? Are you facing control decks frequently, or are you facing aggro or mid-range? In my situation, I just want to run Antonidas and Rhonin, because I just love both of those cards, so I'm just going to run them regardless in this version of the deck. But we'll see. This is a difficult turn. I mean, we have Flame Waker, we can use a spell, we can combo it with Power of the Wild and a coin, but no, we just fireball that. It has 4 health. There is no guarantee that we'd be able to kill it easily with Juggles from the Flame Waker. So we'd have to probably sacrifice our Mana Worm. No, it's not worth it. So he's drawing cards and he's going to torch down the Mana Worm. That's fine. That's absolutely fine. At this rate, Tony may actually get value. So now we draw cards. And I'm sort of playing the Flame Waker there on his own. Not really interacting much with the board. I want to see what he's got. Because I wanted to put something down on the board. Okay, Arcane Blast, sure. Maybe I shouldn't have done that last turn. Maybe that was a mistake. I should have known better. Probably a misplay, right? So we draw again. Okay. We certainly have more cards than him. And we just fireball that. Okay, so maybe I've misplayed. Maybe I've now lost the value on my Flame Waker. I don't know. I guess I was feeling brave because I see Antonidas in hand with a coin. So maybe I was feeling brave there. Oh, that's really good. That's so good with the Drake. I'm basically going to do to him what he did to me. See, I'm looking at that Arcane Blast, I'm looking at Antonidas, and I'm thinking, damn, they combo so well together. But we've got to kill it. We've got to kill it, right? And I'm now looking at that Power of the Wild, and I'm thinking, do I just play it? It costs 1, but no. We're going to leave it. If the Sorcerer's Apprentice survives, Antonidas, coin, Power of the Wild, plus another cheap spell that comes into my hand, there's potential there. Okay, now he's going to get value on his Flame Waker. He's going to do what I should have done, and that is get value. So I'm really going to punish myself here for that misplay. So what's he got? He has a torch. Okay, let's see where the Juggles go. Of course. Of course. Oh, he didn't ping the 3-2. That's interesting. Huh. Is it time for Tony yet? We can get 2 fireballs, right? But maybe we just draw from Kabbalist's Tome and get something good. I mean, it's a 4-cost Kabbalist's Tome. That's insane, right? And once again, we don't get spells that can impact the board. Well, yeah, Fireball, Frostbolt, just anything. Oh, that's ridiculous. Do we do it again? Do we tome again? I mean, how many cards have we got? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? No, we can't tome again. We have to play some of these spells. What a shame. You know?
I don't have enough
What a
mana.
shame. So we just play the Power of the Wild here. It's cheap. We need board presence, otherwise we're just going to get blown out of the game. And we're killing that. We are absolutely killing that.
One's out on me.
So 2-3 contesting a 3-2 here, or a 3-2 contesting a 2-3. I guess that's the other way of looking at it. Does he trade? No, he's testing that secret. He's scared of that secret. He's like, is it Ice Barrier? Is it Mirror Entity? Vaporize? He's going face. Did he misclick? Was he targeting the 3-2? No. No misclicking involved there. Oh, I guess he's unhappy that he didn't get the extra damage from the Mana Worm. Yeah. By testing for the secret first and then casting spells, he didn't get the damage in. Okay. So what do we do? I guess we Frostbolt it, right? That has to be an initial line of play. We have 9 cards in hand. And this is another issue. When you've got so much choice available, it's really hard to make that right decision, that right call. You know, when there are lots of options available. Maybe we just Tony here. Tony with Frostbolt gives us 1 Fireball. Coin gives us a second. And we play Thalnos for a body. And card draw. So we've just gained 2 Fireballs. Was that the best use of Antonidas? I think so, because Frostbolt was cheap and the coin was cheap. It made sense. And Mirror Entity. Ha! Okay, where do the juggles go? Don't wreck me here. Of course it wrecks me. Of course I get wrecked. My luck, right? And he's going to kill that too. So Antonidas is gone, and that was one of our big threats, along with Rhonin and Yogg. Interesting. He's pinging face. Basically, he's waiting to draw into burn spells to kill me. That's what he's waiting for. But we just got a second Flame Waker. And I believe this will be over. Probably very shortly, unless he can burst my face down in the next 2 turns. So in the end, we've seen value from Rhonin, and we've seen value from Antonidas. And value from Antonidas in more than 1 game. Are we dead? Nope. Ice block. Surprise! Well, I take it all back. Cowboy's Tome actually worked out. I know I wasn't very complimentary of it earlier. It actually worked out. Now, can we kill him? Fireball... Missiles... Well, it's probably enough, right? Why count? It's probably enough. Of course it is. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. Tempo Mage with Rhonin and Antonidas. So much fun. Well, I'll see you all again very soon. Check out the other videos on my YouTube channel, and please do subscribe. Thank you for joining me. Oh, 100 gold.